Well, today I'm going to do a video on how to make a Linux bootable USB drive. That would boot into various different Linux OSs for fixing your computer or using something other than Windows. Sounds like it's a really cool thing to do. So first thing you need to go to SourceForge and get up a program called UNetbootin. This one right here, which is actually a pretty cool program. It's quick, it's lightweight, it's easy to use. You have it come up and then you just pretty much select your distribution, the type of Linux you want to download. I figured I'd go with something small, like a damn small Linux. It's a really small distribution and it works well. So I'll go with the latest live. Let's see what we can do here. And then we'll use a USB drive, which I've already plugged into the computer, and that drive just happens to be drive H. So all you really do is after that you hit OK, but you got to make sure before you do all this that your USB drive is actually formatted as FAT32, because if it's not, then it won't boot. It, for some reason, Windows has a hard time taking and booting an NTFS system off of a USB drive. I don't know why. I'm not real technical about that, but hey, it works if you use FAT32. So here we go. Let's give it a try. Oh wow, 50 megabytes, and it's coming in pretty quick. So I guess it'll work. This shouldn't take long, but this is the simplest way I've ever found to make one, unless you're actually going to take and use a disk part in Windows, which is a little more technical, but it works too. And if you're not careful with disk parts, you can select the wrong hard drive and just completely wipe everything out. So, but it's easy enough. And since I'm doing a whole Linux thing, I'm actually doing this on a Windows 7 computer, but I decided to put me a Linux background in here to make it beautiful with freedom and choices. I've always been a big Tux fan. Back a few years I got kind of disgusted with the way things were going with Windows, and I switched over for a while, and I still use it a lot. I've actually got a server here that runs off Linux. It's pretty easy to control. Every now and again the IP address messes up on it and I have to fix it, but no big deal. But everything works good. This is probably the longest part of the process right here, and actually downloading the Linux distribution. Damn Small is a really killer little killer distribution. It's awesome. I like it. I've used it before. I don't know if it's the smallest, but it's one of the smallest distributions out there, and you can do anything you want to with it. And this looks like it is going to take a little longer than I thought. Oh well, it happens. Let's see. Here, maybe if I cover up that Windows thing right there, it'll make it go faster. Which would actually be really cool. And if you're wondering why I've got that, the reason why I've done it is because I've totally disabled the driver enforcement on my computer. It's a bunch of BS when you have to confirm drivers, especially when Windows won't let you install it because they're either for a different operating system, a different Windows operating system, and you can go cross from OS to OS with that. I think it's bull. This computer came with Windows 8. I didn't like it, so I stripped it off and put Windows 7 64-bit on it, which works better. Actually utilizes all the hardware just like Windows 8 and works great. I actually get better performance out of it. Oh, there we go. Now it's on to step 2, extracting and copying the files. This might take a minute. Hey, there we go. It's almost done. Getting close. And I had to make, what, 2 clicks? 1 click to actually make it work here. Fire the program up and select what you want. Hey, there goes the bootloader. Look at that, it is actually done. So it is good to go. Now, when you go to do this, you have to enable your computer, if it's able to do it, to boot off USB. Just do it in the BIOS. It's simple enough. If you don't know how to do it, just Google your computer type and who made it and all that good junk. It goes with it. But this here might make it easier on a few people. So take it easy.